My wife adopted a child without telling me. The front door creaked open, and there she was, my wife, Lily, cradling a toddler in her arms. The child's wide eyes met mine, and my heart stopped. Who is this? I thought, the grocery bags slipping from my hands. Lily's smile was nervous, her voice soft but resolute. "This is Mia," she said. "She's ours now." The words hit like a tidal wave, drowning me in shock. Ours? We'd fought for months about kids. Our bank account barely covered rent. My overtime at the factory stretched me thin. She'd done this anyway, behind my back? I'm Ethan, 37, a mechanic who fixed machines better than I fixed my own life. Lily, 34, was a nurse, her heart bigger than our crumbling Seattle apartment, always tending to strays, cats, neighbors, dreams. Her warmth kept me grounded, but her impulsiveness scared me. Then there was Mia, a 2-year-old with curly hair and a quiet stare, now thrust into our world. Lily's sister, Rachel, hovered in the background, nodding approvingly. "Lily's always wanted this," she'd said last week, pushing the idea. I'd told them both, "We're not ready, not now." The signs had been subtle, like whispers I ignored. Lily spent late nights on her laptop, claiming work emails. She'd linger at the hospital's pediatric wing, her stories about a patient too detailed, too tender. She'd bought a stuffed bear, tucked it away in her closet, saying it was for a friend's kid. She's just being Lily, I told myself, brushing off the unease. She wouldn't make a move this big alone. But doubt crept in, waking me to check her phone, only to find it locked. The conflict exploded that night. Mia was asleep in our guest room, her tiny shoes by the door. I faced Lily in the kitchen, my voice low to keep from waking the child. "You adopted her? Without me?" I hissed, my hands shaking. "We can't afford this, Lily. You knew that." "It's my life too," she snapped, eyes blazing. "Mia needed a home, Ethan. I couldn't say no." "You said no to us," I shot back, "to our plans, our future." The paperwork was on the counter, signed in her looping handwriting. A single-parent adoption, filed in secret. She cut me out, I thought, pain slicing through me. Our marriage, our trust, gone. My emotional journey was a roller coaster. First, confusion. How did she hide this? Then, denial. Maybe it's temporary, a foster thing. Pain followed, raw and heavy, as I pictured our savings drained, my overtime doubled to cover diapers and daycare. We had a deal, I thought, replaying our talks about waiting, saving, planning. Anger burned hottest, fueling nights of silence, my back turned to her in bed. She chose a stranger over me. But beneath it, fear simmered. Can I be a father? Am I enough? The twist came a week later. Lily's sister, Rachel, showed up, her face pale. "You need to know the truth," she said, handing me a letter from the adoption agency. Mia wasn't just any child. She was Lily's niece, Rachel's daughter, born from a secret affair Rachel had hidden. Rachel was leaving for rehab, unable to care for Mia, and had begged Lily to take her. "Lily didn't tell you because she thought you'd say no," Rachel whispered. "She was protecting me and me." I stared at the letter, my anger crumbling into something messier. Not a random child. Family. Lily hadn't just adopted a stranger. She'd saved her sister's daughter. Knowing the truth could break us. "Why didn't you trust me?" I asked Lily that night, my voice cracking. She sat on the couch, Mia's blanket in her lap. "I was scared," she admitted, tears falling. "You kept saying we weren't ready. But Mia, she's so small, Ethan. She needed me." "You needed me too," I said, softer now. "You should have let me in." Her eyes met mine, raw and pleading. "Can you forgive me?" I didn't answer. Can I? My heart was a tug of war, betrayal versus love, anger versus duty. The aftermath was chaos. Bills piled up, formula, clothes, a crib we couldn't afford. Lily's parents knocked on our door, their voices desperate. "You're her husband," her father said. "Step up for Mia." "Not my choice," I replied, my voice cold. "Not my burden." But alone, I watched Mia sleep, her tiny chest rising and falling. She'd started smiling at me, her hand gripping my finger. She's innocent, I thought, guilt creeping in. I saw Lily's exhaustion, her double shifts to cover costs, her quiet apologies in every glance. She's drowning, I realized, and I'm letting her. I faced a decision: walk away or stay. Leaving was easier, our marriage was cracked, our trust fractured. But Mia's laugh, Lily's tearful determination, they anchored me. I started small, buying diapers, reading bedtime stories. One night, Mia called me Dada, and my heart broke open. Maybe I can do this, I thought. Maybe we can. The emotional growth was slow. I grieved the life we'd planned, the freedom we'd lost. But I learned to communicate, to voice my fears instead of bottling them. Lily learned to listen, to share decisions. We weren't perfect, but we were trying. Mia taught us patience, her tiny hands bridging our gaps. 8 months later, we sat in our cramped living room, Mia scribbling on a sketch pad. Lily's hand found mine, her wedding ring glinting. "I'm sorry I broke us," she said softly. "You didn't," I said, surprising myself. "You made us different." She smiled, a flicker of the old Lily. I hung one of Mia's drawings on the wall, next to Lily's paintings. Our new life wasn't what I'd planned, but it was ours. I still felt the sting of her secrecy, but I saw her heart, flawed, fierce, and mine. Love's not a contract, I thought. It's a choice, every day. The ending isn't neat, we're scraping by, but Mia's giggles fill our home. Lily and I are rebuilding, one honest conversation at a time. Some days I wonder if I'll ever fully trust her again. Others, I see Mia's eyes, Lily's eyes, and know I'm where I belong. What would you do if your partner changed your life without asking? Could you stay, or would you walk away?